Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi guys, and welcome to oneminutetennis.com. In today's session, I want to help you and I want to answer a question from one of our subscribers. And it's a great question. Steve, how do I take my excellent play in practice and apply it to matches? In practice, I seem to be playing fantastic, but then in matches, it all seems to go wrong. Why does it go wrong, and how can I play the same in matches as I do in practice? Now, the first thing is we want to bring our practice sessions much closer to matches. You see, I've heard many coaches and players over the years say what I try to do is bring the relaxation and looseness of practice into match play. Whether we're looking at Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, Rafa Nadal, Serena Williams, whoever we're looking at, I think these players feel tremendous stress and pressure when the matches get close. The only thing is they handle it better than you and they handle it better than me. So I think that we should reverse this thinking and we should try and bring the stress and tension of match play into our practice. And to do that, I'm going to suggest 3 different games. The first one is, if you're playing with a player who's a little bit weaker than you and not maybe the same ability, or you're playing with somebody who's much stronger than you and a higher level of ability, then play the 2-for-1 game. The 2-for-1 game is super simple. You have to win, let's say you're the stronger player, you have to win 2 points to actually earn a point. So you begin, say it's 15 all. You may play a great serve, you hit a wonderful forehand, and you've won the point. It's now 15 all, second point. You go back to the right side of the court, you repeat, and if you win the rally, it's 30-15. Now, 30-15, you win the rally, 30-15, second point, and repeat it. Now, you might think that that means that you have to win 2 points for every one. But because of the scoring system in tennis, it's way more difficult than that. Let me give you an example. If you win the first point, the second point, the third point, and lose the fourth point, you're now 15 all. If you win the 5th point, the 6th point, the 7th point, and lose the 8th point, you've now won 6 points and lost 2, 3 for 1, and you're at 30 all. And you now need to win 4 points in a row to win that game. Every point starts to have pressure. Every point starts to have stress. And if you play somebody who you'd normally beat maybe 6-1, then this scoring system will make it very, very competitive indeed, and you'll start having to play under pressure. So the first suggestion is try the 2-for-1 scoring game. If the balance isn't quite right, then just apply the 2-for-1 scoring on your service games. Or if the other player is stronger, just apply it on their service games. So find a balance where it's really competitive and then start playing under pressure with competition. And the second suggestion I've got is to shorten the rallies. You see, if you're playing competitive tennis, say from the age of about 14 through to the age of about 35, then the rallies are pretty short. And even at the pro level, most of the rallies are short. So start playing sets where the maximum number of strokes is 7. And if it goes past 7 strokes, you play a let. So the receiver gets 3 goes, the server gets 4 goes, and we get you away from this position of simply putting the ball back into play and hoping that the other person misses today. That's not how to play tennis. There's no satisfaction in that, and more important, there's no growth. So my second suggestion is to play sets where it's a maximum of 7 strokes per point. But then there's a whole load of other players who are younger than this and older than this. You see, in under 12, under 10 tennis, and in recreational play, and in senior tennis, then some of the rallies get to be very, very long indeed, as the players are not quite so explosive, or they're smaller and not as powerful, so going for winners is really bad strategy, and just keeping the ball in play and maneuvering the player around is a very good strategy. So for those players, what I suggest is that you play the 7-11 game. And the 7-11 game is very simple. You play games of 7 points. First 1 to 4 wins. So 4-0, you've won the game. But you have to make 11 strokes before you can score a point. So you serve the ball in, hit a second serve, because an ace has no benefit. You now have to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the next stroke means you're live, and now somebody can score. By playing the 7-11 game, we get to be mentally strong. We become mental warriors on the court. And the biggest reason that the champions win in senior tennis and the champions win in the 10, 11 and 12 years old of tennis is that elimination of errors. So practice for your game. If you've got an 11-year-old player, then don't play the shortened points, because that's not going to happen at that stage. If you're playing 60 plus tennis, then let's be realistic. The 100-mile-an-hour serve and the 90-mile-an-hour serve plus one forehand, it might happen, but it's not going to be the staple diet of how to win a 6-4, 6-4 match. There's going to be some grind in there. So make sure that the practice is applicable for your situation, the kind of tennis you're playing, and let's bring the pressure of matches into your practice. Then, if you're practicing at a great level, I think you'll be playing at a great level and you'll be more competitive and get more fulfillment, enjoyment and success out of your tennis. I hope this makes sense, and I'd love to have your feedback on how it works and applies to your game or your player's game. You know we reply to every single comment. If you want to practice this on court, then have a look at our partners, playyourcourt.com. They send professional tennis coaches all over the US and into many other countries direct to your local tennis court. It's a great service, and it means you can practice with a pro in your local area. If you look at the comment section below, there's a link, and we've got a 50% discount off their membership. It's a great offer. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, please. Makes a big difference to us. And remember, if you want more help from oneminutetennis.com, we do an online consultation service. It's a unique service. We do video analysis, unique lessons, and a whole lot more, all personalized to you, the individual player. The information on that is on the website and the info's below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time for more unique tennis lessons that really work.